This is L.A. Eden, off-grid in remote Alaska, doing a do-over as I started this a few minutes ago and realized that it was not going, couldn't find the words. That's authentically me, but I flustered myself so much I'm just doing it over. I'm in town right now, but I'm going to post, attached to this, a video that I did in Zacher Bay concerning the buoys that have been collected over the years that we have put in part of the cannery that doesn't have power, hence the flashlight and some of the conversation between me and my husband. With that said, I'm on the other side of the island is an island, and we are a fishing community, as I had mentioned in my last post when I was down at the docks. And I'm standing on my deck at my house. You can see behind me an area there that is storage for crab pots. One of the canneries here in town that does crab fishing allows their fishermen to store their crab pots in this storage area. So we're never really far away from the fishing community. And as I'm saying this and I'm doing this, I just realized that I'm not going to be able to attach the video that I wanted to this because I needed to do a video and not a live. So I'm burning the candle at both ends lately. I've just recently submitted another manuscript, another buoy book. This one's about Rolly, a different type of buoy. Also joined a fiction group to get some of my chapter books looked at and worked on, and still teaching part-time. So I'm hoping to be able to pull this off and add it to the actual video later, but you get the live right now. Hi Katie, I see you there. So glad you jumped on to hear how confused I am, but still moving forward. So with that said, I will download this onto my computer and attach the actual footage that needs to go after this. So you'll get this little bit twice. I apologize for that. Hope to see you all again soon. Take care.
Get ripped off like these ones will.
So the round ones they don't use in ice because they tend to get ripped off the line, but these oblong ones they use up like in the bearing.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, why do we have them?
I find them on the beaches.
Okay, that's, yeah. So how about you're gonna have to get your flashlight out because I can't record what I need to know. And
so this big one here,
so okay,
this one was a fender to a tender.
Oh, they use them as fenders. Yep. Okay.
The same boats pull up to it. Usually they don't use those big gigantic ones for crab fishing. They use more of this size so they fit in the crab pots better.
Right, okay.
These gigantic ones they use more for, so they put them alongside the bigger crab boats they're called tenders in the summertime, and then the seine boats, the salmon boats will pull up to them, and they use this as a fender, or
so they're not bashing boats together.
Yeah, it bounces off of the boat.
Okay, so if we move that one a little bit, there's this metal one with the two. What's the metal one?
That's a drag one too. The drag nets, they have hard plastic ones and metal ones on them because they go all the way to the bottom of the ocean.
I've seen the hard plastic ones.
They float them just right so they open up the big mouth of the drag. So they have to put them in certain spots.
Okay, there's another hard plastic one right there.
Yeah, those are the drag ones too.
Okay. And then what are these? That one that says 2121 that's a little bit more oblong, more like a bobber.
Oblong ones that don't have air in them. They use them for Dungeness crab.
Okay.
So
are those a buoy or are they called something else?
They're a buoy. Yeah.
Okay. There's just more of a of a styrofoam type material, not inflatable.
Right, and they're kind of pointed like a boat too, so they actually go into the tide, into the wind and stuff, and they will kind of go under the ice too. But they make them smaller, so the Dungeness traps or pots are actually smaller than the big king crab, tanner crab
Right.
pots where you could put the bigger
bigger
ones
buoys,
in.
yes.
So it's-
Now, you told me that one over there.
yeah, I think that's a drag one too, because
That's a
it's a
drag one.
solid.
Okay. So
And
can you,
then
do you
like
have a
these-
mooring buoy here someplace?
These are the corks that fit on
Oops.
the
Sorry,
the
got my finger in the way. Uh-huh.
gill nets or the purse seines or
Right.
something like that.
Those are considered corks though, not
Right.
buoys. Do you have in our collection that we grab off beaches when we're looking, do you have a,
I have mooring buoys. I think they're over here.
okay. We're inside the old cannery looking around. My son was a big collector of buoys when he was little.
It's a mooring
Okay.
buoy, but you don't usually find these. They're
Right.
not something that is.
Okay, so,
So
so the one end
This-
gets hooked
this
to,
goes to the boat,
yep, and
and
then
then this goes
end.
down to the anchor, and then so you see there's a swivel on it, so
Yeah.
it swivels. So this one is wore out, so that's
Yeah.
why we don't.
But that swivels so it can ride out the storms and different
It
things?
swivels so as the boat spins round and round,
Oh,
it
right.
doesn't take the line and turn it into knots
Right,
and spins the
Yep.
line. So,
okay.
so that's what's different with this. So when the boat is hooked to this end, it'll go round and round and round. And
Right,
if
and
you've ever taken thread or anything and wound it together, and
Yep.
eventually it'll just all
knot
you
up,
need
get
some-
short and all of it, yeah.
yeah, you need
Possibly
something to let
break.
that have
tension?
that swivel so
Yeah.
it won't bind up or twist the line up. So that's what I use for mooring buoys.
Pretty cool. So there's several different kinds of buoys, and their job and size just depends on what you're using them for.
And then there's more corks, different size corks, different size nets and stuff. You know, big yellow ones.
For a bigger net, yeah.
And,
Now, there's one with that white one's got something there on the top.
yeah,
Is that
those are mooring buoys too.
okay.
Those are two big mooring buoys.
Let me
But I
see.
need to redo them. I was gonna.
Can you keep the buoy itself and just redo the metal parts?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna put stainless steel in there,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I did on this one. So this is stainless here, but this is regular steel, and that's rusted out. So I need to get
Okay.
a swivel that's.
Got it.
that's,
So I hope you enjoyed a little bit more information about buoys, on why I'm so interested in them, maybe some of the inspiration for the stories I've currently publishing. Until next time, this is L.A. Eaton. You take care.